Thanks for running over the duck, Charlie. Hey, girls. What's up, girls? Y'all holler at the alpacas and tell them to come up here. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I'm out bright and early trying to get some chores done before it gets too hot. I know pretty much all of the country's in this extreme heat wave, but man, we're hitting temperatures like 105 to 108 degrees. Heat index 112, 115. Like, we're under extreme heat advisories pretty much every day. And it's rough on the animals. I know it is. We try to keep them as much fresh water as we can. I water a couple times a day. If the alpacas ever decide to make it up here, I usually spray them down, let them get a nice wet spot on the ground so they can at least lay down, have a cool spot on the ground. They'll come out during the day. I try not to hose them down when it's too hot outside, but I do, turn on a sprinkler and wet the ground, or use the water hose and wet the ground. But if you will look behind me, you'll see the alpacas are making their way up from the bottom of the pasture, and there's only 3 girls here. Hey, Tina. Good morning. Lucy and Reba are making their way up slowly. Well, you just shook it all off, Tina. Hey, Reba. You want a morning hose down too? It's not too hot out here yet. It's about 7:30 in the morning, so we're only in the mid-80s. So give them a little hose down and gets the ground nice and cool for them. But as I said, there's only 3 females. We got Tina and Reba and Lucy slowly making her way up here. But you won't see Dolly here. And that's because we lost Dolly a couple days ago. DJ did a video on her channel, Do Your Best. And so 1 week ago, 1 week ago today, a little over a week ago today, I rotated pastures and moved the donkeys and alpacas back here and put the goats up by the barn just to rotate pastures. And everything was good. Everybody was fine. You know, we moved pastures with no problem at all, and it seemed like everybody was okay. However, the very next day, DJ came outside. She was messing with the donkeys and, giving everybody treats and doing her thing, and was actually filming and looked down in the pasture and saw something wasn't right with Dolly, and went to investigate. And unfortunately, Dolly had passed away during the night. So we moved everybody from one pasture to the other. Everything was just fine that day. The next day is when DJ found Dolly deceased in the pasture. Turn the water off. Well, yesterday everybody was just fine. We just moved all the animals, rotated pastures. Today, Dolly is not fine. Now, Dolly, we don't think anything happened to her specifically. She wasn't sick. It wasn't like, we feel like it wasn't parasites, anything like that. But Dolly, to our best knowledge, when she came to us, was a pretty old alpaca. And our estimation is she was somewhere around 19 years old. Well, the average lifespan, from what I can tell, for alpacas is 15 to 20 years. So we don't think anything bad happened to Dolly. She just came to the end of her life and passed away peacefully, I guess. I really don't know. There was no foul play, nothing happened. So we did lose Dolly, unfortunately. However, we still have RJ, her last baby, and I'm thankful that she was just able to live her life out peacefully here with no issues, no problems, and I don't know, it is what it is. RJ, you doing good this morning? Barry, you want out there for a while? You can come out. Anyway, so I come out every morning early as I can. Usually a lot of times it's after DJ and I get home from the gym and stuff, but top off all the water, make sure everybody's good there because it heats up. It gets hot so fast. Hey, turkey. You being a punk in here, turkey? Come on, Charlie. You want to go out? I'll put you out in the big pasture. Come on. Okay, we don't want to go that way this morning. Charlie, Turkey, I wouldn't advise picking on Charlie. You're going to be way outsized very soon. Well, you're already outsized right now. But Charlie is going to be a very large bird. Not somebody you want to pick on. Charlie's somebody you want on your side. Ain't that right, Charlie? What you doing? You want out? You want to go for a run this morning? Come on, Charlie. Steve's going to yell at you. You better go. He said, ready, set, go. There he goes. There goes Charlie. Go, Charlie, go. Is that a warm-up lap? That's pretty slow for you. You just getting warmed up this morning? Hey, Steve. What's up, buddy? And geese are sneaking up behind you. Hey, Fancy. Good morning. You cleaning up the scraps from yesterday's leftovers dinner? You fellas aren't doing much this morning. Not gonna go for a run today, buddy? You just checking things out? Ooh, that's a mighty big mouth you've got there. You know that? Charlie, you're an interesting creature. You know that? Don't look now. But Steve is sneaking up on us, buddy. Everyone's sneaking up on us. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Ain't no reason to be angry. Dang, I'm a popular guy out here in the pasture today. What's up, Copper? Hey! Don't be mean. No biting. How's that spot on the side of your head? Is it healing up? Oh, yeah, it's good. It's all good. It's all good, isn't it? Is it too early to get out of bed, Pepper? Charlie, don't wake Pepper up. She's sleeping in late. Oh, well, she heard me talking. All right, I'll leave you alone, Pepper. You go back to sleep. Charlie, you want to come and get a drink of cool, fresh water this morning? The geese are just waiting to come get it all dirty. That's what they do. Larry, where'd all your feathers go? Are you molting, buddy? You're Your tail's looking a little rough, Larry. Are you molting or did somebody help you pull some feathers out? Because you ain't got it going on right now, man. Here, you gonna give me nucks this morning? Here, give me nucks. Come on. There you go. Good morning. I'd be angry too if I had tail feathers that look like yours right now. You better hurry up and regrow them back out, man. You're losing your cool status around here, dressed like that. Would you leave that water hose in there? It's filling up your trough now. Why are you trying to get it out? Thanks for running over the duck, Charlie. All right, you three geese, your mission for the day, your goal for the day, your job is to get that water as dirty as you can, okay? It should look like that by the end of the day, all right? Yep. Charlie, what are you doing? Looking for another duck to run over or what? Alright, morning animal chores are done. I'm going to go fill up the fish feeder at the pond, check on that, make sure the battery's good there, and check a couple game cameras, put out a little bit of feed for the deer because I know it's only the 1st of August, but deer season will be here before you know it, and we're trying to get a little bit of an inventory of the bucks we got running around here and over at the Mill Creek property. So we're kind of feeding a little bit. I think what I'll do when I get through here, DJ and I are gonna run over and check on the merchandise building and see how that's going. They've just about got most of it sheeted. And then I'm gonna run over to Mill Creek and do a little work over there, move some cameras around, check some stuff, and maybe do a little mowing or something, I don't know. Probably be plenty hot by the time I get there, so getting that AC cab on the tractor and do a little bit of work. Just about empty. I'd say that's pretty good timing. It's only got maybe, I don't know, a day or two left to feed in there. See if any fish want to come up and eat. It should have already gone off about an hour ago, so most of the bluegill have probably scattered around the pond because they're on such a schedule, but looks like a few are still hungry. Making progress on the building. Pretty much all of the metal framing's done, and siding's going up quickly, as you can see. The roof is almost completely finished. Got a little bit on the end down there. Making progress. You can kind of see front porches over here. Front door needs to be framed in still. We've got it on order. There'll be a couple windows there, window here, window there. These are windows that'll be in the bedrooms. This will be in DJ's office. So where these plumbing lines are is kind of the wall that'll separate the apartment slash, you know, YouTuber apartment. That's what we're gonna call it. When somebody comes into town to stay, they'll have bedrooms, a little living room, little kitchen, and then we'll have a door going out into the warehouse. So it's kind of hard to get much perspective for you guys, but the warehouse side's gonna be big. Oh, I didn't even notice. Windows are here. DJ said all the windows came in. So they're black framed aluminum. That's really loud, fellas. Black framed windows to match the black siding, black trim. We ordered the front door today. Yes. And paid for that. Oh my goodness. Front door for the apartment's not going to be one of these just standard steel doors. DJ wanted something a little more fancy. Yes. It'll look good. And since everything on the exterior is black, we went ahead and had them order enough sheets to sheet the inside of the overhang. Otherwise, this would have just looked white like that. And then we were kind of afraid when you pulled up, you just see the unfinished side of the metal. So went ahead and sheeted the walls, and we went ahead and got sheets to put up here because you'll get birds and everything making nests and pooping all over everything. So we don't want that to happen. So we're gonna sheet it too. And yeah, it's coming along, looking good. Looking good, fellas. Well, as you can see, we've made some decent progress on the merchandise building. It's just a slow go at it right now. They're just about finished with all the framing and the sheet metal, and when it's 105 degrees, I can't blame those guys for not being there too many hours a day. They'll work from about 6 a.m. till 11 and then call it a day because it's just too hot. But anyways, as you can see, we made it over to Mill Creek. I haven't spent much time over here this summer. I kind of let Weston handle it all, doing the mowing and the cleaning and stuff. And I started coming over, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and setting out some cameras for the deer and throwing a little feed on the ground, throwing a little mineral on the ground, and we're getting some decent bucks on camera. But the pigs are back. Pigs are the problem. We didn't see any over here for months, 6 months, 8 months probably, but lately they've returned. So adding 80 acres to our original 80 earlier this year, bumping this property up to 160 acres, it's a lot of land, it's a lot of maintenance, it's a lot of work, And I am excited about it still. Don't get me wrong. I know you guys haven't seen the skid steer and the brush cutters and the disc mulcher and all that stuff over here yet. Still waiting on the front glass. It's been at the glass shop for almost a month now. Maybe 3 weeks, something like that. Waiting on that ballistic glass to get put on the front of the skid steer before I can bring the disc mulcher over here. But anyways, aside from that, kind of left this for Weston to take care of this summer. And really, honestly, there's just not a whole lot that I had planned on doing over here this summer other than having him with the tractor and the brush hog come out here, brush hog for a few hours a day here and there, just to kind of keep trails open up, you know, some of the fields, let him mow some stuff that hadn't been mowed in years. And it's looking good. We haven't made a ton of progress on new areas. Like, there's still a lot of stuff I want to do. But back to that pig thing. So a few weeks ago, well, probably a month ago now, I loaned my big pig trap, the big drop trap, out to Dutch from Keeping It Dutch. And he's had it. Hasn't had any success trapping pigs at his place. But when I loaned it to him, we didn't have any pigs on camera. That's just how it works. I hadn't needed it for months. And now we need it, because every single place that I've moved cameras around on this property, we're getting pictures of pigs within a day or two. They find, you know, the bait piles pretty quick. There's a couple sows with some baby pigs, and then there's a couple really big boars. So I do want to get on the pig trapping and get those trapped before we really start honing in on deer season. Try to get rid of the pigs, get them out, because they will push the deer around. They are territorial, and when they find feeders and they find, you know, before we ever even start planting food plots and stuff, I don't want to plant food plots if the pigs are just going to come in and destroy it. So got to get the pig trap back from Dutch pretty soon. I think he's planning on bringing it down in the next week or so, and hopefully we'll get back on that pig trapping game, because it's actually kind of fun. I like it. Speaking of Weston, you know, he's been working for us full time for the last several months, but as of recent, Weston's no longer working for us or living in the trailer here on the property. Free rent was just too much, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, Weston's 21 and doing 21-year-old guy things and being indecisive and really doesn't know what he wants to do with life. But he's decided to move. He's moved about an hour north of here and starts a new job in 2 days, working for a contractor building metal buildings, and more specifically pouring concrete. Now, I'm happy for him if that's what he wants to do. But it's 105 degrees every day in Oklahoma right now. Pouring concrete is going to be hot, but I wish him the utmost success in his new endeavor. So all this is back on us again. been on this old TYM 574 in several months. I went ahead and gave it a quick walk around, checked everything, checked all the fluids, checked the filters, air filter. Everything's in good shape. I'm going to do a little mowing for a few hours over here today. It was really, really nice having Weston working for us. I enjoyed it. It was nice having somebody that could help take care of things and do a lot of stuff. But I will say, I miss being on this tractor. I miss being on tractors in general. But school's about to start. We're about a week out from school starting back, so that'll make for a little change in content for a little while. Probably less creek videos. Houston and I'll still do some fishing and stuff, I'm sure, but it'll free up a lot more time during the day for me to sneak over here and get some work done. I really do hope to get the ballistic glass on the front of the skid steer in the next week or two, and then we'll get the skid steer over here and get to work on some of the stuff, the fun stuff that I've been waiting to do. We got that disc mulcher that has been setting for a couple months, and I'm itching to put it to work to make some more trails and roads and clearings, and then we'll be starting on food plots for deer season, and before you know it, deer season will be here. So I'm excited. The next couple months are going to be a lot of fun. Pond dam's looking a little overgrown. It's mostly just weeds. They'll all die off. It's probably, I would say the pond's about 80% full right now. There's a bird. Well, the pond dam's starting to look a lot better. I will say, I have to applaud my cousin that built this pond dam for me. He did a great job of sloping the back of the pond off so that we could keep it mowed, to keep trees and brush and things from growing up on it. As you can see, there's a little bit of brush growing up on the water side, and it's definitely too steep to get the tractor on that side. But good thing is we've got that skid steer with that swing boom attachment, and we can get most of that knocked down. And the thing is before we redid this pond, the whole thing, like, you could barely walk across the pond dam because there were so many trees and brush and things. So that stuff is stuff we're gonna have to fight for a few years until we kind of kill off those stumps and roots and things that want to resprout and regrow. But looking good, making progress. All right, well, I got the tractor all washed up and put away. I say put away, just parked in the shade. But I've got one other idea, one other thing I want to run by you guys. So this property, you know, when we bought it, had the trailer house and the carport. There's a big white shed over there, but there's also this little brown shed, and I'm curious. The previous owner just used it for storage, obviously. Also, there's the well house. Can't move that anywhere, but I've got an idea for this little shed right here. I guess this was just like a little tool shed. They have a fire pit out here and probably kept, you know, his weed eater and just lawn tools in it. But wouldn't this make the perfect hunting blind? I mean, it's it's a little big. It's not small, and I'm not sure if it's built in place or built to move around. If it's built in place, man, that idea may be completely out. I'm not sure, but the ramp's kind of rotted off of it. That's the only thing that's in bad shape on this little shed, though. I mean, there's probably some wasp in here. I doubt Weston's even opened it. But, all right. It's pretty spacious, I would say. It's probably 8 feet by 6 feet in here. Just guessing, maybe a little bit bigger than that. But if you came in and made you a couple of windows, you know, you really only have to take one stud and put a couple windows in between right there, and one right there. Maybe a small one on the sides. Plenty of room for 2 people. Now, it's in a terrible spot. It's obviously not where we would want to hunt. But I would bet it's just sitting on blocks right here, it looks like. See that? Now, that is a 4x4 post, but I don't think it's concreted in the ground. Looks like it's just sitting on some old round poles back there. So I don't think it's built on skids. Could be wrong. But if I found the right trailer, or hold on tight, I've got a buddy that has a rollback wrecker. I don't know that it would go on my tilt deck trailer very well, and that's only the only thing. But his little rollback wrecker, we could pick this thing up, go park it out in a, you know, on an edge of a food plot, edge of a field somewhere, put a couple windows in it, and it'd make a pimped out, perfect hunting blind. May want to get rid of these guys first, though. Evil little devils right there will hurt you. Anyways, let me know what you think. Should we transform this into a deer blind mini cabin? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Well, guys, that's all I've got for today. You know, we lost Dolly. That's unfortunate. It's just everyone has their time, I guess. I'm glad she got to live out her life on our property for the last, I don't even know, 5 years, something like that. And yeah, merchandise property update for you guys. Mill Creek property update for you guys. Got some work done. It's been a great day. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.